this is one of them, and we don't even have all of the components on the plate for you, just 2 of the things that you're getting. But this was so popular, it sold out in mere minutes when we had this on back during Christmas time in the month of December. It's from Kansas City Steak Company, and I want you to imagine for your Easter gathering combining filet mignon, lobster mac and cheese, and lobster flatbread for your guests. It's on 46747. If you're joining us, I want to let you know your featured price is $131.75, but no auto delivery. What we have is finite. That is what we have, and it's already taken us months to get it back. So in the meantime, I would like to introduce you to Greg Shockley, who comes to us from Kansas City Steak Company. Good,
hey guys.
sir. How are you?
Hey, Sharon.
Happy spring.
Happy spring to you too.
Thank
It's finally starting to feel like it, actually.
I know, a little bit. We're kind of cold, and then we're not, and cold, and then we're not, but I am ready to bring in spring with filet mignon, lobster mac and cheese, and lobster flatbread. This totally blew my mind when we had this on in December, because to me, this is your whole meal. You get the filet mignons, and the filet mignons are 5 ounces, so they're a hearty size. Then you get your side dish, and they're presented in these glorious scallop shells, which you can keep afterwards if you want. Lobster mac and cheese, you get 4 of those, and 2 of these enormous lobster flatbreads in the front that you can cut in half and still have plenty for your appetizer. So you can get 4 pieces out of this for that price, and your 5 easy payments of $26.35. But where it really began was, or for people that are watching for the first time, is Kansas City Steak Company. It begins with the steak, and then everything else sort of came around that.
Always. I mean, at the end of the day, we're steak guys. That's where our company was based on. So since 1932, we started out locally in Kansas City, grew nationally very quickly, and for over 80 years, when we've been the restaurant or the provider of steaks to thousands of restaurants, steakhouses throughout the country, and here at QVC coming up on, or actually we're over 20 years now.
That's right, because it's a new year.
Right, so we're over 20 years now. And when we came here, we wanted to bring that same attitude, but we wanted to give people the option that they could now have the same quality that they couldn't get in the grocery store.
Right.
So they wanted the same steak they get in their restaurant, but they couldn't get it there. Now you can.
So you're getting 4 of these 5-ounce filet mignons, which is the best of the best.
Right.
That's what everybody goes for when they go to a big steakhouse.
You know, I like the way you said it too. This is a dinner party for 4, an elegant gourmet 5-star dinner for 4. That there's no way in the world, you'd be paying this for one person in one of the higher end restaurants.
That's my piece.
You know, for sure. But look at that. Beautiful filet mignon, the king of steaks, the #1 selling steak by a long shot for sure within the restaurants. But unfortunately, this tends to be the special occasion steak or whatever.
Right,
but
the anniversary, the once or twice a year special event kind of thing.
It doesn't have to be like that anymore, but I mean, certainly this is a special occasion steak, but this is every bit the steak that you could have on a Thursday when you're having a dinner party or just having friends over. But the combination, when you add the best lobster mac and cheese, which I can't even say enough, and wait till Dan tries this, and I know you've tried it before, and then you add the appetizer of these lobster flatbreads. It is the complete meal that is just going to blow anybody away, I promise you.
Yeah, you want to put a little salad on the side or some steamed broccoli if you're really interested in having a vegetable on the side, but you don't even have to if you must. Put a veggie out there, but if not, this really is going to satisfy the entire group you're bringing over. So, that being said, I just had my bite of the filet mignon while you were chatting.
Buttery, melt in your mouth.
Totally melt in your mouth. Full of flavor. Comes with the prime rib and steak seasoning. You can use it if you want. You don't have to because the flavor is there. But then we get to the lobster mac and cheese, which, let's face it, key ingredient, lobster. Really delicious, really expensive ingredient, but this whole recipe is creamy, and I love how it's got the little crispy breadcrumbs.
We put those panko crumbs on the top, so you get a little crispy lobster in every. Let me get the spin. Lobster in every single bite of this. That white cheddar cheese. Sharon, go ahead and dig in there.
Okay.
I'll let you kind of show the lobster. Look at that big piece of lobster right there.
Aha! I'm getting a noodle.
You get the nice noodles. In the presentation, look, you always say you eat with your eyes first, and I believe that's true.
Seriously, anything in a shell is hot stuff.
Yeah, I mean, this is going to be great. It's super easy. It's already done for you. All you do is you pop it in your oven, you bake it off. It's going to take about the same amount of time as it takes your steak, so you can put those in about the same time.
Oh my gosh.
Isn't that good? Decadent, melt in your mouth,
creamy.
just buttery.
The lobster has this really great texture to it, just the right flavor, seasoned perfectly. And then those crispy panko breadcrumbs on the top that sort of tie the whole thing together, so it's creamy and crunchy.
A little lemony in there, so all the flavors do tie in. So I mean, hey, so this is an ultimate surf and turf as far as I'm concerned.
Ultimate
you got
surf and
everything
turf.
going on there. Who doesn't love mac and cheese, but even make it 50 times better just by putting a little lobster in it.
Love it.
So we're working backwards, obviously. So we're going to go back to the appetizers, we think. So this is the lobster flatbread. I just cut one of those pieces off right there. But notice,
if you cut this in half, I mean, that's a huge
I've actually got
serving.
I've got him cut over here to my left right here in a platter. So that's Yeah, you're right. If you have 4 people over and you're going to serve that, that's a huge portion, even just 1.5 of these. But we've got that great crispy flatbread that you're going to get. Then you've got that decadent artichoke, and then the lobster in there.
And it's
just
delicate.
Great. Yeah.
Sometimes flatbreads can be really thick, really chewy. This one is more delicate than that, so it's got this nice little crisp bottom on it, and then you really get to taste the toppings more than it is about the bread.
Yeah,
and
right.
I really like that. The bread. This is really more the vehicle for the good stuff on the top.
It is, and that's the way it should be. Yeah, I mean, it's like, who's been to a pizza parlor where you get like 2 inches of crust, and then you get like a little bit of cheese and maybe some pepperoni on top?
You know what? Even the lobster is a little sweet on this one. You really get that taste coming through. It really
cold
it's
water
delicious.
lobster tail, it just gives that great sweetness, that great flavor that you do love. And remember, it is loaded up. Take a look at that. Every single bite of this, there's not just a couple pieces of lobster. This is mostly lobster on top of this. And then we add the seasonings and the herbs and a little bit of the artichoke on there to kind of finish it up. But as Sharon was pointing out, that's half a piece.
Right.
So think about it. That's just half of your hors d'oeuvre, and then you're having the big steak and then the mac and cheese to go
here's
along
the
with
thing.
it.
You can do, for 4 people, the whole kit and caboodle. But if you don't want to cook them all up at the same time and you actually want to take them and use them for separate things, there's no rule that says you can't do that. So if you want to take your lobster mac and cheese and do it for something else, or if you want to take your steaks and do them separately with your own side dishes, or one night, just cook up all the lobster flatbreads for the family and then just have a nice salad or a vegetable on the side.
That's a great idea.
This is how it comes packaged to you, so you get to take out what you want.
Right, so the steaks are individually packed, so we know our QVC families love that. The flatbread, again, notice how big it is. If we can get a wide shot of that.
It's huge.
Just look at this. That's the length of it. It's about, probably 14 inches long, so it's a big, nice, flatbread. It's nice and wide. It's packaged, individually packaged, and then the lobster mac and cheese, beautifully in those scallop shells. Again, these are 2 to a pack. But if you're only going to eat one, don't worry about it. Just put it in an airtight bag and pop it right back in your freezer. Don't let it thaw out. Just kind of pull these right out. Pop it back in while it's frozen.
And so I need to let you know those 5 easy payments are really, really important here, because I know that this may be more of a considered purchase for you. So $26.35 a month, but that's not even forever. That's only until the end of the day, at which time that easy payment plan is going to expire. This sold out in its December debut, and it was very popular then, so much so that because it sold out so quickly, we wanted to make it a hot pick for you today to share with your friends and family. But there's no auto delivery on this. So should this disappear today, I don't know how long it's going to take to get this back in, and it's already taken months since December to get this very next order. So I definitely would not wait if it's something that you're thinking about trying, because you're getting filet mignon. So let's think about this. If you are doing the 4 basic meals where you get your appetizer, your side dish, and your main dish, then we're talking about a 5-ounce filet mignon and 2 amazing things that involve lobster, and it's $130, $175 for 4 people. 4 people.
That's right.
At a restaurant, in my mind, that price would be closer to 2 people,
Yeah.
not 4 people. So then you are in complete control of this when you get it at home, and then you cook the steak the way you want it. You can cook the flatbread a little crispier if you want it. You are in complete control.
Yeah, definitely. And remember, for Easter, a lot of people are having family over for extended period of time, not just on Sunday.
Right.
So maybe on Friday night when the family gets in town, or that Saturday night before Easter, you're having your brother, your sister-in-law, whoever over. This is a great way to do this. By the way, perfect gift. I know last year when we had this on right before Christmas and it did so well, a lot of people called in and said, you know what, this is a perfect gift for so-and-so's birthday or whatever, but it really is a great thing. But remember, it all starts with the steak. We have great lobster products, but known throughout the country to have that great steak, that Western Kansas corn-fed beef for over 80 years, that symbol that you can trust, knowing about Kansas City Steak Company that you have right here, Sharon.
You know what? I'm diving back in.
Go ahead, dig in. I can't
I'm
believe
go
Mr. Wheeler is sitting so patiently over there.
He's been trying desperately.
I thought you were glued to the chair, because normally I thought you'd been.
Look at this. This is just a giant chunk of lobster.
I just got out of there. Yeah, what you said is so true. When you're talking filet and lobster, this price
that's
for
in the mac
4?
and cheese for 4 people.
Oh, my
for 4 people, and then of course if you just want to, if you don't want to cook it up all at once, and maybe it's a family
have
of
a piece of the
2.
mac and cheese with it.
Okay.
You haven't tried that before.
And you know what? If it's just you and a special someone, then do 2 steaks, 2, and then one of the flatbreads, and you can have that twice.
Okay.
Yeah, you know what, Sharon? Even better. Yeah, you're right. Maybe we're not entertaining. Maybe it's just you and your husband having a special dinner. I mean, think about that. For that price for 2 people, you go out to a restaurant and you forget about it. Not even a chance.
I don't even know a restaurant where I could get that. That is
I know, and that's the
amazing.
thing,
And the
too.
shell,
Where are
isn't
you
it
gonna
perfect?
get that?
Lobster
as
in the
awesome as that
shell.
is.
Wow.
It's perfect.
Well, thank you for letting me
You're welcome, Dan.
dance along
You're
here.
welcome, Dan.
And I do have, for fish lovers, tilapia coming up. So,
Yes.
but
A choice
Yeah.
of tilapia coming up with perfect gourmet, by
I'll
the
tell
way.
you what, for the ultimate surf and turf, this has got to be.
Danny, here. Wait.
Oh,
You just
really?
Take all that lobster
All
right
right,
out
he's
of
gonna
there.
take it on the
thank
road.
You.
And I'm going to give you a piece of lobster.
Wow, look at that.
And look, there's
This
a piece of flatbread for the road,
Oh,
too.
thank you. Look at this. Look at that
Look at
chunk.
that.
Man, you're not looking for the lobster here.
We're not joking around. This is serious business.
It is very serious.
All right, now get out of here.
I gotta go concentrate. I gotta go concentrate.
Go away,
We got to
Dan
tell him when to
Wheeler.
come, when to leave. Get out of
He's
here.
just gonna leave.
Thanks,
Sold
Dan.
out in its December debut. 300 of these have now been spoken for. We're going to the phones. Lynn from California is joining us. Lynn, welcome into QVC. It's Greg and it's Sharon for Gourmet Holiday. How are you?
Oh, thank you all there at QVC.
Hi.
I have been with you guys for like 30 years
Really?
and have ordered everything from Kansas City.
All right.
Oh, how nice.
Thank you.
Yes, and I've never had a meal that I didn't like, and I wanted to ask you about your, I haven't seen them only one time, and I've ordered them a couple of times. They're the ribeye steaks, and I wanted to know if those were going to be back on
The
again.
bone-in ones?
The ribeyes, right.
Oh, just the ribeyes, or those ones that we did a couple months ago with the bone-in, the cowboy steaks, or just the regular ribeyes?
Oh, I don't know, but I had the ribeyes a couple of times, and they're my favorite of all of your things that you've had on your show, and wanted to know if those were going to be back on again. Is
are.
that something I can reorder?
We have them in a couple different ways. So we have the bone-in ones, which I believe Dan and I or Sharon and I might have done. They would say the big bone, the big 22
Yes,
ounces.
the bone-in.
The
That's
bone-ins.
the ones I had.
Yes, they will be coming back. That,
Oh,
by the way, is
great,
my
great.
favorite steak. I love these, but I'm gonna have to go out there. Those are my favorite steaks that we have in our entire collection.
You know what? I don't know the exact date, Lynn, but you can always keep checking on QVC.com if you have computer access to see immediately when they pop up.
I'm a person, one of the 1% that don't have a computer, so
Okay.
I watch all your food shows, and I order like 6 things every single time you're on.
Oh, my word.
And
Well,
love
Lynn,
them all, and thank you so much. It's just a
Thanks, dear.
pleasure speaking with all of you.
Me too.
thank you so much for calling, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Take care now.
Thank you,
Bye-bye.
hon. Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye.
Sometimes I wish I didn't have a computer.
It does make
It's
life would be a
simple.
lot easier
I
if you
like
didn't
that,
have a
yes.
computer. By the way, how many of these are now gone? 400 of these are gone, sold out in their December debut, and you're getting a full meal for 4.
Right.
Your appetizer and your flatbreads. You're also getting the 5-ounce filet mignons. You're getting the shells, the scallop shells filled with the lobster mac and cheese. And 46747, no auto delivery, and take advantage of that easy pay before it expires at the end of the day. Good sir, nice
Yes.
to see you.
Nice to see you. Thanks, everyone.
Ooh, my belly's getting full. It's getting
Mine
getting
too.
full, and we
Mine
still
too.
have how long do we have? An hour.
One more hour.
An hour left to go.
I know, Sharona. It's fun though, isn't it?